Good day and welcome to the Sport Rep Show. I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, updating you on the latest sports news within and beyond Namibian borders. The Africa Cup of Nations will continue tomorrow with exciting fixtures on the cards. You can find out more about that on the Lesotho Jolt. Stay tuned.
Champions League, we've got the favourites, and if they're on song, well, they'll give us a bit of everything to enjoy. Well, here we go, a burst of taste, and the pressure's on here. It's a red card. Vinicius Junior! Oh my goodness! There was space foul! Lewandowski! Oh, magnificent! That is a stunner! Haaland! What a finish! Coming onto it now to shoot! Champions of Europe, finally!
The 2023-24 UEFA Champions League. Be moved with every game live on SuperSport. Upgrade to Compact Plus.
Southern Africa will be crossing their fingers tomorrow as they wait in anticipation for South Africa's semi-final clash against Nigeria. South Africa reached the semis after beating Cape Verde 2-1 on penalties, while Nigeria defeated Angola by a solid goal to book their place in the semi-finals. The other encounter will see host Ivory Coast battle the Democratic Republic of Congo. Ivory Coast beat Mali while DR Congo beat Guinea to set up the encounter. We will now visit the marketplace, and after that it is the hit list.
Oh, that's wonderful! And that is what champions do!
It feels good to football with GoTV.
Works the space well and scores!
Nobody but GoTV gives you all the games of La Liga and the DStv Premiership.
This is extraordinary!
The Premier League and UEFA games that matter, and the world's favorite cup competitions. Get your Go Coder with 1 month of Super for only $799 to enjoy the football Vuma. GoTV. Love it.
Now on to local news. The Namibia Football Association yesterday announced that all teams will be required to wear black armbands when league matches resume in honor of the late President Hage Geingob. Last Sunday saw the postponement of all NFA League fixtures, including the Debmarine Premier League and FNB Women's Super League, after news of the death of the sports-loving head of state broke. NFA League Director Mabos Fries and Interim Secretary General of the association Jochen Trott confirmed to Sport Rep that the armbands will be a standard requirement until the burial of the late president. The wearing of armbands will be a standard requirement for both Namibia Premier Football League and the FNB Women's Super League. Football fan Ricardo van Wyk lauded the NFA's decision. He reckons football has to continue as it would serve as a proper tribute and farewell to the late president. The batting experience of former Namibian opener Stefan Bart has been a big factor in the CCD Tigers' rise to second place on Cricket Namibia's 50-over Premier League. Over the last 2 weekends, the Tigers have overtaken Windhoek High School All Boys by beating them, as well as adding a win against Trustco United on Sunday. United will be disappointed in their overall batting effort at the Wanderers field on Saturday when they were bowled out for just 93 runs in 28.3 overs. Tributes for the late president continue to pour in after the women's football department also paid tribute, stating that they were deeply saddened by Geingob's death. The president of the Namibia Aquatic Sports Federation, Ryan Stein, shared that the news came as a great shock. Veteran sports writer Carlos Kambaigwa also took to his social media to bid farewell to President Geingob. The spotlight is up next after the break. Stay tuned.
We've always had the bravery to stand up for what is Namibian. From protecting our homes to fighting injustices, we still celebrate what it means to us and raise a glass to those who show their bravery. No matter how they take on the world, with all this potential in the land of the brave, what will you do to make this Namibia your Namibia?
Now on to some cycling news. Dricus Coutier, known as the Machine in English, embarks on his latest adventure in Marrakesh, Morocco. The reason for Coutier's excursion is the Atlas Ultra mountain bike race covering 1,334 kilometers and an astonishing 21.14 kilometers of vertical climbing on the 9th of February. Let us hear from the star.
Hi everyone, Dricus here. So I'm excited for the next ultra coming up, the Atlas Mountain Race 2024 in Morocco. It's a race covering a distance of 1,300 kilometers of plus minus 22,000 meters of climbing. So the route will start in Marrakesh, then we'll head over the Atlas Mountains into the inland of Morocco, and eventually it will take us back to the coastline and finish in Essaouira. And I'm really excited for this one. I think it's going to be a huge challenge with all the climbing, and definitely a step up from the manga which I've done a few months ago. So that's the next challenge for me, and I'm hope to be ready at the start line and looking forward for the challenge. And it will most probably be give and take 100 hours. The event will take place from the 9th till the 16th of February. And yeah, good luck for everyone out there.
Well, good luck to Dricus Coutier there. Also on the spotlight, we move on now to That's Marathon. The second edition of the SPAR Namibia 10-kilometer women's race was launched today in the capital. The race will take place on Wanderers on 6 April and will see athletes battle it out for top honors. The winner of the elite women's 10-kilometer race will walk away with 10,000 Namibian dollars, while the runner-up takes home 7,500 Namibian dollars. The third place gets 5,000 for their efforts. Sport Rep was at a launch and has this footage for you.
The Director of Sports within the Ministry, Mr. Duji, has already mentioned by the Director of Positives. In absence, Mr. Liboa, the President of Athletics Namibia, the representatives from the Ministry, from different directorates that are present this morning, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. As mentioned, welcoming, to be honest, does not need to be something very long. But I want to say that with the appropriate support from private sector, like this one, sport can make an effective and cost-efficient contributions to the development outcomes within the areas of health, as already outlined by the Sustainable Development Goals, number 3. The ministry have established different organizations that are responsible for development when it comes to women's sports and etc. That is the reason why we have Namibia Women in Sport Association that also targets the issue of development of sport that targets the ladies mostly. Within our ministry, we also have the division that deals with people with disability, marginalized people, and women in sport. Therefore, the presence of SPOA at this event like this is answering to what the ministry is already looking at, and therefore we appreciate their presence at an event like this one. We want to welcome SPA Group. It's the second time that we are meeting here, especially on the same event of 10 kilometers for the ladies and for women. We appreciate your presence, we appreciate your support to the ministry, as well as the other stakeholders, like the partners that will support the same event as well, like Kukevitz that I'm seeing here on the program. If you're still on, Mr. Okay. Members of the media, your presence is always appreciated by the ministry because you take the message out to the community. So therefore, feel welcome at this event. With those short remarks, let us all feel welcome. We know that we are mourning the death of the president, but in the day, let's keep on with sport development. Thank you very much.
Put back in the community. This is our race. Last year we have more than 500 plus entries, and this year we are looking to double the number of entries. This is our race. Why I'm saying this is our race? On my left, I'm having my director of sport. It's a woman. From the top, the Minister of Sport, the Deputy Minister of Sport, and then also the General Service Minister of Sport. It's our women. All are women. It's our race. So, Director of Sport, your task is to motivate and facilitate others in our line ministry to come and register on this women race. And also, I would like to use this opportunity as from tomorrow. We will give the link and the prize money to all our officers in Namibia, in the respective towns and the respective regions, to facilitate and help those who may need a link, because the officers have internet and they have access to get on a link. So those are the facilitations that I want to play my regional sport officers, my colleagues in the regions. They please assist the women who are interested to register this race. And we are looking forward to have a big number of mass participation. This is also a mass participation event, part of our programs, of the line ministry program. So I'm looking forward for this event to become bigger, better and better than last year. Thank you very much.
Let's give a round of applause for that. There you heard from the horse's mouth, mentioning the order of the leadership of the ministry, all ladies. I got a bit confused with Mr. Garumbi said it's our race. I don't know.
And all other protocols already observed. Continue on. It is an honor and a privilege for sport to once again be involved with a ladies' race in Namibia. It's something that has become a tradition south of the border in South Africa. And it's something that we decided last year to start, even though it was small, and committed to carrying on. So yes, we had just over 500 participants in the race in Windhoek. However, we had many more participating in the race throughout the country, because they entered at the local spa store and they got their goodie bags, their t-shirts, and in each town, at each spa, they ran the race, in a virtual race, at the same time that we all ran the race. Master of ceremonies, you say, how can it be our race? It is our race, because even as men, we put a skirt on, and I ran the race as well. So, I urge everybody to get involved, because every single cent that is generated from this race is given back to the communities. We have a charity that every single cent goes to, because it's not about us, it's about giving back to the communities. And that's why this women's race, this women's challenge is so important for us. We are once again having it at Wanderers, as we did last year, on the 6th of April this year, 2024. It's a Saturday this year. We have got some nice entertainment for the little ones that has been provided, so the mothers can come with their kids. There will be people that will look after them while the mothers run the 10 kilometers if they feel fit enough to do it, or a 5-kilometer fun run, which is also available, which many men are also taking part in. For the elite runners and the 10 kilometers, there is 42,000 Namibian dollars in prize money that we are giving this year. Across all categories, from the open section, the 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus, so we're looking at all categories of ladies that will qualify to win prize money. Because it's a race, although it's something that we'd like everybody to participate in, because it's going to be fun as well. So yes, it's the 6th of April, and I really urge everybody to come. I have 1,000 goodie bags, which will be packed and ready for after the race. After you finish, you come collect your medal and your goodie bag. for 1,000 people. If we have more, we'll try and make a plan, but we have planned for 1,000. So I'm asking the media to send a message out there, to please get the public involved. Wanderers, the 10 kilometer will start at 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 kilometer at 6:30, and after that we're going to have lots of fun. There's going to be lots of entertainment. We're going to make it a special event. So once again, to everybody organizing, to my team, to everybody involved, our media partners, thank you very much. We're looking forward to making this Namibia's most beautiful race. Thank you.
Those that were not there last year, we had fun. We had seriously fun. And I urge you to come because I know what I'm talking about. We seriously had great fun in Spa. That's why I said, and the launching for the second edition, I thought I remember we are in the directorate, we are in the ministry. On that note, let me read my speech. The Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Service is indeed delighted by both SPA, Namibia and Italy to come on board to provide sport opportunities to the nation. This is a busy sport calendar year as it's an Olympic and Paralympic Games year. The mandate to develop a nation cannot be solely the responsibility of government. We applaud both SPA Namibia and Kukewitz for coming on board with their funding. The SPA Namibia Women Race is coming back for the second edition, and we call upon all women in the country to make their way to Windu to participate in this race. Last year, the turnout was amazing, and that is why we are back with the second edition. Athletics Namibia, together with Kukewitz, are also presenting to the athletes and all sport personnel and athletics Grand Prix. Sport competitions are platforms where we assess the preparedness and excellence of our athletes. Hosting a sport competition comes at a heavy cost, and for Kukewitz to come on board to deliver this competition together with Athletics Namibia is commendable. Equally, I want to thank all my colleagues in the directorate, both all over the country, for always taking initiatives to provide sport opportunities to the nation. We advise Athletics Namibia and the SPA Namibia Women Race Organizer to diligently execute this competition and account for all the capital injection given by the two sponsors. Once again, we are deeply indebted to the sponsors, all the sponsors, and we thank you.
Well, we hope to see a number of people competing in that event. Up next is Golden Oldies, but first, let us visit the marketplace.
From the day you were born and welcomed until your pensioner years on this earth, your life is filled with changes and phases. What mattered the most at age 10 may be an unknown memory at 25. The heartbreak at 16 may be replaced with wedding bells at 27. The degree you've always wanted or starting your career business may come true at age 30. And the dream to own your own home may come to realization at age 50. Whatever stage you find yourself in, whatever matters right now, Standard Bank has what you need to bank like you. Choose your own path. Choose endless possibilities. Standard Bank, it can be.
Our golden oldies for this week is George Hummel. Hummel was born on 9 February 1976. He is a Namibian retired professional footballer who played as a defender. Born in Marienthal, Hummel started his career at Orlando Pirates before joining Chief Sandos, where he impressed to earn him a move and a career in South Africa. Nicknamed Roadblock, the blurry defender started as a forward and is the only Namibian footballer to play in Russia. Hummel made his debut for Namibia in January 1995 at the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers match away against Guinea and earned a total of 41 caps, scoring 2 goals. He retired from the national team in 2007 after being accused to be a disruptive influence in the Brave Warriors camp, but returned in 2008. He is indeed our golden oldies and one of the players that has plied their trade in different leagues across the continent. Ario Hart is on standby for the latest international news, but first, let us visit the marketplace once again.
We are all seeking connection to each other, to the world, to the spaces we exist in.
Poor sportsmanship right now from the lads.
You might be physically ready, your body is ready, but mentally.
Here's another chance, and it is a goal from Vindo Kahn.
Hy sê wie hy is aan neertrek en daai bal het my grond gevat. Ja, hy het grond gevat en is
but just enough next.
Shh. Running that mountain up. Okay, so we will be doing this for the mountain climber. More advanced, slightly advanced.
So is jou trolley reg? Want
I love it. I love it. So then
kickstart our countdown at number 5 with this one.
Op Netwerk TV se Klets Kompas gesels ons nuus van 'n Maandag tot Donderdag. Ons kyk ook na die weer en meer. Stories wat jou raak en stories wat saak maak.
They've made a mistake in denying me bail, and they've made several other mistakes in many other cases.
The channels that teach us something new or reflect our expression. So it goes beyond switching to the right station. It's about choosing the experience that can adorn the present, dressing it with our tastes as we
expand our preferences, because what we are actually connecting to is boundless, limitless human energy. And this is the spirit of NTV.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with soccer news first. English Premier League, and it's defending champions Manchester City flexing their muscles again, and they back close to the top of the English Premier League. They beat Brentford. That was a away win for Manchester City in a midweek game by 3-1. They're just 2 points behind Liverpool at the moment on the points table, and they've played 1 game less. So it's Liverpool on 51 points after 23 games, and then Manchester City now 49 points after 22 games. Arsenal on 49 also after 23 games, and in 4th position at the moment is Aston Villa. They've got 46 points after 23 games. What happened in the game against Brentford, it was Brentford that took the lead in the 21st minute, and it was mostly in the first half that Brentford was leading. It was Neil Murphy that scored for Brentford in the 21st minute, and it was only in the injury time of the first half that Phil Foden scored a goal, and it was 1-1 at half time. Then Phil Foden also scored another 2 goals in the second half, 53rd minute and 70th minute, so it's Phil Foden with a hat-trick, and that helped Manchester City beating Brentford by 3-1. Moving on to cricket news, and it's South Africa playing against New Zealand, a test match that's played in New Zealand. Tough for South Africa. They're playing without most or all of their first choice players. They're all playing SA20 series in South Africa, and it is New Zealand's got a massive lead after the 3rd day. They're leading by 528 runs, and so they obviously favourites to win this test quite comfortably. It is New Zealand that batted first, 511 in their first innings. South Africa replied by 162. 2. And now New Zealand in their second innings, 179 for 4. That was at close of play on the third day. Captain Kane Williamson scored hundreds in both innings. In the first innings, he scored 118. In the second innings, he was out for 109. That was the captain of New Zealand, Kane Williamson. Fourth day, that will start. And to conclude today's international sports news, it is golf news. It is the AT&T Pro-Am that's played on the PGA Men's Tour that was called off after it was weather that didn't permit them to play at all on the Sunday and the Monday. It was called off, meaning that it was determined over 3 rounds, and it was the winner there, Wyndham Clark of the USA. He was on 17 under par after 3 rounds, and he played a great round on Saturday. He came in with a 60. That is a new course record, 12 under par. That is being played at Pebble Beach, one of the iconic golf courses in America. It was Ludwig Aberg, he's from Sweden. He was at 16 under par in second position. Then 2 South Africans, Christian Besaidnout and Eric van Rooyen, a tied 20th on 9 under par. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.
Thank you so much, Ari. This brings us to the end of today's show. Catch the Sport Wrap again tomorrow at the same time and place. Goodbye.